Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angie and oh my god, it's literally been forever since I filmed slash uploaded a video. Oh my god, I missed you so much. I missed filming. I actually also missed editing a little. Oh my god, for the past couple of days I've been like, I want to film a video. I need to film a video. I want to film another one. I have an idea. I have so many ideas, but I just don't have time. So I have been wanting to do this video for the longest time, literally since I got hired in my new job. If you don't know, I don't work at the job I used to work. I work at a new job, and that new job is I work at Disneyland. And if you didn't know that I worked at Disneyland, then you obviously didn't see my last vlog, because that's where I said where I work. So anyways, but at least you're watching this video, so thank you for that. But yeah, I work at Disneyland. I got hired in November, so 11, 12, 1. I'm working on my 3rd month. In February, I'm gonna make 3 months working at Disneyland, and honestly, it has been the best decision I have ever made in my entire life. I love working at Disneyland. Disneyland is great. It's so exciting. Everybody is just so happy to go to work. You meet so many people from literally around the world. Like, I literally like talk to people who live in Australia, London, India. They live in New York. They literally travel from across the world, and honestly, it is the best job ever. Like, it's just, I don't know, I just love it so much. But yeah, so I actually wanna, this video is inspired by LILLY Singh, my girl Superwoman. She actually was a very big part of me getting through Disneyland, because it is nerve-wracking. Like, it was very, first of all, it's so hard to get into Disneyland. Like, once you apply, it's hard to get the email for the interview. It's really hard. Like, not a lot of people get, well, yeah, a lot of people do get it, because Disneyland hires new cast members every day. But it's hard because I want to tell you guys a little of how, like, my whole experience of the new hires was. So I originally, the very first time I applied for Disneyland was September of 2015, which was a little over 2 years ago. And it honestly, I got like 3 applications rejected. I did not get the job in the first application. I didn't get the job in the second application, and then about the 3rd or the 4th application, somewhere that I don't really quite remember, I got the interview. So I went to the interview. I didn't get the job. I applied again, which was, I think it was the 4th application, and then I got another interview, and then that was the last and final straw. Like, the second interview and the 4th application was when I got the job. Like, as soon as I got the second interview, I got hired, and it was honestly the best feeling ever, because I was like, I've been waiting 2 years for this. I got so many applications rejected, and honestly, getting something that you want so much and then it gets rejected, it's the worst feeling ever. Like, that's the feeling that I would never ever want someone to experience, because it sucks. It's not a good feeling. So before all this, I read LILLY's book. I honestly did. I read it, and honestly, I'm not just saying this because it's Superwoman and she's my idol, but the book is so good. Like, it was, I think it was like the top New York sellers or something like that. She was on the New York's list, and I understand why. Like, I would agree for her to be there, because it is so good. Like, this book, it's so good. Like, when I read this book, I was like, oh my god, I am capable of doing anything. Like if I want to run a marathon, I could do it. If I want to go to the moon, I could do it. Like it's so, this book is so like inspiring. Like you could literally do anything you want. As long as you set your mind to it, you can do anything you want. So that's why I'm here again making a YouTube video, because I really want my YouTube career to work out. So I'm here to moral of this whole like intro is that I want to let you guys know what chapters really did help me get my dream job. Like I wanted to work at Disneyland since I was like 19 years old, 20 years old, and now at 23 years old I work at Disneyland. And honestly, that is something I never thought I would be able to say. It's I love Disneyland, it's so fun. But anyways, let's get started. I wrote down here the chapters because there's actually 2, 4, 6, 8 chapters that these were like, the whole book helped me, but these were the main chapters that I actually did follow step by step. And oh my god, like I can't believe it actually worked. Like I followed her advice, I followed all the steps that she would recommend to follow, and I got the job. Like honestly, that's just like mind-blowing. I can't even believe I'm saying that. But let's get started. So the very first chapter that helped me was chapter 3, which is called Be Secretive. And okay, let me explain. I'm gonna try and explain as fast as I can each chapter why it helped me so much. Now this one, Be Secretive, I didn't tell many people that I applied for Disneyland. Like, excuse me, I only told like Jenny, I know you're watching this, I told Jenny, I told my friend Marissa, which you guys have seen her in a couple vlogs, and obviously my family. I just told my parents and my sister. That was it. Just Jenny, Marissa, my parents, and my sister. Honestly, I didn't even tell my aunts and uncles and cousins. Nobody knew that I applied for Disneyland. So that's why I didn't tell anyone. And also I didn't tell anyone because I know this is like being a little selfish, but I didn't want anyone else to apply, because that means that their application is in the way of mine. So I know it was kind of like competition, and that's why I didn't tell anyone. I just told Jenny and Marissa because I was like, hey, they're applying at Disneyland, we should apply for Disneyland and see if we all get the job. But they didn't want to apply, which was fine. I totally understand. This was just like my goal and what I wanted. So yeah, that's the very first chapter that helped me, which was Be Secretive. The other one is chapter 4, which is Get Uncomfortable. Oh wait, I didn't show you the picture for Be Secretive. I love this picture of her. This is the, actually, you know what, I'm gonna take this off. The Be Secretive is this one. This is the Be Secretive one. The 4th chapter is Get Uncomfortable. And oh my god, guys, like honestly, this was the hardest part of my whole Disney experience, because I'm the type of person that when I get comfortable in doing something, and I like to be in my little shell. Like I like to be in my little shell. I don't like to get out of my comfort zone. I don't like that. I like to do my own thing, and if I'm used to doing something, I do it that way, and it stays like that till I am forced to change the way of doing it. So this, the Getting Uncomfortable, was I had to go out there and do it myself. Basically, I had to fill out the application by myself. I had to go to the interview by myself. I had to take all the paperwork by myself, sign everything, read everything that I'm signing. what else did I had to do? I had to ask questions. I hate asking questions. I'm so, like, honestly, it might not seem like I'm shy, but I'm actually really, really shy. And yeah, so I had to do it by myself. I had to get uncomfortable and get out of my comfort zone. The job that I was before, I knew everything already. Like, I knew all the codes by memory. I knew every single thing. So when I went to Disneyland, I had to learn everything completely different. Honestly, I went from like being in an office to like working retail, and that was like a whole 360 because yeah, like in the office I would sell stuff, but not like here. Like, I would not be in the registers. So when I obviously I'm working on my 3rd month, so I could do the register on my own, no questions asked. But when I first started, I didn't know anything, and I didn't want to ask because I don't like to ask questions. That's not me. That's, if when I ask a question, that's getting out of my comfort zone, and I do not like that. But the 3rd chapter is chapter 5, which is called Have Fewer Emotions. And honestly, this is something that I learned from too, because I'm very sensitive. I am very sensitive. If you say something rude, or if you yell at me, or if I do something wrong and someone gets mad, I want to cry. Like, I'm very, very sensitive. So why is my camera blinking? Okay, I hope it doesn't die. But so when my applications would get rejected, I would literally cry. Like, I'm like, I had to wait 6 months just for my application to get rejected, and now I have to apply again and wait 6 more months, and I just wanted to have the job already. Like, I was in a hurry to apply, get the interview done and work already. So when my application got rejected 3 to 4 times, I would literally cry. I couldn't have fewer emotions because it was a big mess, and it was honestly the worst feeling in the entire world. It sucks. It really does suck. So the next one is chapter 6, Don't Overthink. And this is a picture for Don't Overthink. Still recording? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I honestly did overthink. I would overthink everything. Like, I would overthink when I went to the interview. I would overthink, be like, oh my god, this is gonna be so nerve-wracking. What if nothing goes right? I literally, on my way to the interview, I waited 2 years for this. Actually, yeah, I waited 2 years for this. No, 3 years for this. I actually waited 3 years for that. I'm going to the interview. I don't want anything to go wrong. I'm gonna take everything. I'm gonna do everything right that's in my favor. If I could do it right, I'm gonna dress how I'm supposed to, how the rules are to dress. And I would overthink everything. I would overthink. I'm like, whenever I would apply again, I'd be like, what if this one gets rejected again? When I got the interview done, I was like, oh my gosh, I hope the person who interviewed me liked it. I hope I was good enough to get hired by literally Mickey Mouse. Like, Mickey Mouse is literally my boss. So I wanted to make sure that everything was right, at least in my favor. So I not just in the interview, like, I literally overthink everything in my life. Like, if I'm going to work, I'd be like, oh my god, I need to check and make sure that that's the right time that I need to go in. I'd be like, I hope I'm doing everything good. I overthink everything. So that's something that I really, really need to stop doing. And then it's 19. Okay, so the next chapter is chapter 19. This is 17, 19. Okay, so this chapter 19 is called If You Can Do It, You Don't Have to Say It. So this is the one for chapter 17. If you can do it, you don't have to say it. And honestly, that is something that I do believe that everybody should live off by. Like I said, I didn't tell anyone that I was gonna apply for Disneyland except like my parents, my sister, and my Jenny and Marissa. So I was like, I don't want to tell anyone. I want it to be a surprise that once I actually do get the job, I'm gonna start telling people that I work at Disneyland. They're eventually gonna find out that I work at Disneyland. So yeah, just like I said it, I got the job, and everybody started asking, oh, where do you work now? Where do you work? And I'm like, Disneyland, Disneyland. And then whenever I say Disneyland, even till this day, when I say I work at Disneyland, everybody's like, oh my god, you work at Disneyland, and like, how long have you been working there? And everybody is actually really interested to know that you actually did work at Disney, like you work at Disneyland, and they want to know how everything is, and they want to know if there's an actual tunnel, and have you lost the magic, and all of these questions, but the most common questions. So yeah, so that's why, you know, I'm like, if you can do it, you don't have to say it. That's why I did it and I didn't tell anyone. So yeah, so that was chapter 19. So the next chapter is chapter 22, which is called Take the Stairs. And okay, this is gonna be a long explanation. Taking the Stairs, basically the chapter in this book basically talks about how you don't take the easy way, don't take the easy path. Take the path that you're gonna struggle, because that's the path that's gonna last longer. So that is something I honestly did live by. Like, I live by I can't speak English apparently. And the way I took the stairs while when getting the job is, I know three girls who work at Disneyland, and honestly they could have recommended me and I didn't have to wait 3 years to get the job. I literally could have gotten it in like a month. So I honestly did think about messaging them and, you know, texting them and being like, hey, you know, like, I want to work at Disneyland, and I know you work at Disneyland, and all that good shit. It's like, oh, do you think you can be in? But honestly, it goes back to my shyness, and I can't do that. Like, I can't be a freeloader. I can't ask people for favors. So that's the easy path I could have taken. I could have taken the elevator. If you read her book, you know what I'm talking about. I could have taken the elevator, but I didn't. I took the stairs. So and honestly, it is lasting a long time now. I'm gonna be there till I decide to leave. So it's really, really nice, and I just love Disneyland. So that is why I picked this chapter that says take the stairs, because I decided to do it my own way. And honestly, I do see those girls at work. I see the girls that I could have texted and they could have gotten me in. I do see them at work. So when they saw me, they were like, oh my god, Angie, when did you get hired, and all that good stuff. So yeah, so that's why I didn't take the elevator and I took the stairs. I applied by myself. I got rejected 3-4 times, and I did 2 interviews, and they were so nerve-wracking. I got out of my comfort zone. But now, thankfully, I am at Disneyland by myself. I did it all on my own, and honestly, it is the best feeling ever. And the next chapter is chapter 28, and this one is called Mold Your Failure. And this is this one. Mold Your Failure. The reason why I chose this one, Mold Your Failure, chapter 28, because I did fail. I failed 3 or 4 times. My applications got rejected 3 or 4 times. I didn't get hired in the first interview. I had to go again in the second interview, and I learned from that. I took what I did. If I didn't answer the questions properly, or I kept saying and like a lot, I was really nervous, and I know that was my fault. And now what that taught me was that it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you dress the way you're supposed to, if you go at the tier on time. If the person that interviewed you, if they didn't like your interview, they didn't like your interview for whatever reason. You might have not given her or him the answer the interviewer was looking for, and that's fine, because you're nervous and you don't know what questions you're gonna get asked. So you know, that's why I said, oh, well, maybe it wasn't my fault. Maybe it was just the answer that she was looking for. I didn't give her that answer. And that's okay, because everybody has different answers. Everybody answers questions differently. And that's fine. So that's what I learned from that. Okay, so now the last chapter that really did help me was chapter 47, which is literally third from last, because there's 50 chapters. So it was 47. Where are you at? Chapter 47. 47. Okay. I love this one. So this one is chapter 47, Be Nice to People. That's what the chapter is called. Be nice to people. Can you see it? Be nice to people. And okay, since this is the last one, we'll close it. So I was really nice to people and I was kind, but sometimes niceness and kindness is not gonna get you what you want. So everything that I said and everything I did in my favor, I included being nice to people, because being nice to people, first of all, you have to be nice. To work at Disneyland, you have to be very nice. You have to be very patient, and you have to be considerate of other people. And that's why I chose this one, because in the interviews, you have to be nice. You have to introduce yourself. You have to shake the person's hand. You know, they're gonna ask you why you applied, what made you apply, where did you apply, who told you to apply, you know, all these common questions. And that's what I did. Like, you know, I got there, there was a girl, I shook the lady's hand, and it was very nerve-wracking. And I normally don't do that because I don't like to look at people in the eyes. So when I shake people's hands, I don't look at them. And I know that's something that I should do, but it's just something that I can't do. So yeah, so that's when I did. I was very nice to the person. I thanked them for their time. I said thank you for, you know, giving me some time, you know, out of your day. And yeah, so I was just nice to the guy in the front desk. I was nice to other people that were literally there for the same application, so aka my competitions. I was there nice to them. And yeah, so I don't think that's something that you should just do in the interviews. I think you should just do that in general. Like, you should just be nice to people, whether you're in school, at the gym, at work, at the library, at a bookstore, just anywhere, someone crossing the street. You should just be nice to people just overall. But my camera is about to die. So yeah, guys, that is all I have for this video. I hope this video inspired you to read Lily's book and to just spread love and be nice to people. And don't stop believing in your dreams. Work hard for your dreams. Don't take the elevator, take the stairs. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, if you guys want to do a Q&A, if you guys want to ask me questions on how it is to work at Disneyland, I'll be more than happy to ask your questions. So to answer your questions, I would be more than happy to do that. So comment in this video below if you want me to do a Q&A of you asking me how it is to work at Disneyland. But yeah, for now, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you're a new viewer, make sure to hit that subscribe button and you will get notified next time I upload. But for now, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you... What day is it today? Today's Wednesday. Oh my god, today is Wednesday, so I will see you hopefully on Saturday. Bye.